What if you could travel back in time and eliminate your own grandfather? Would you still exist? Quite a conundrum, isn't it? Welcome to the puzzle of time travel and the infamous grandfather paradox. It's a concept that has intrigued scientists and sci-fi enthusiasts alike, sparking debates, theories, and even movies. Time travel, a concept deeply rooted in the realms of theoretical physics, flirts with the notion of journeying back to the past, potentially altering events, rewriting history, or even erasing one's own existence. It's a paradox that challenges our understanding of reality, causality, and the fabric of time itself. The grandfather paradox in particular poses a question. If you were to travel back in time and inadvertently cause the demise of your own grandfather, thus preventing your birth, would you then cease to exist in the present? Imagine you will, a brave protagonist named John embarking on this paradoxical journey. Our protagonist, a scientist named Jacob, has made the unthinkable possible, a machine that can traverse the fabric of time. A brilliant mind driven by a sense of purpose and curiosity, John's motivation for creating this time machine was not born out of a desire for fame or recognition, but a personal mission. A mission to rewrite his own history, to eliminate a generational chain of heartache. As he steps into the machine, his heart pounding in his chest, he is acutely aware of the weight of his decision. The sensation of time travel is unlike anything he could have imagined. It's as if the universe itself is bending and warping around him. Air is thick with energy, the taste of electricity on his tongue. World around him morphs and twists, a vibrant kaleidoscope of colors and lights that dance and flicker. Senses are overwhelmed, his reality distorted. The vortex of colors and lights subsides. John finds himself in an era not his own. John's mission is clear, but the implications are complex and mind-bending. John, our brave time traveler, is tasked with an unthinkable mission: to eliminate his own grandfather. This isn't a simple task. It's a journey that could potentially rip the fabric of time and space. But why would John even consider such an unthinkable task? The reasons, like the mission itself, are complicated. Perhaps it's to save the world from a future catastrophe, or to alter the course of history. Whatever the reasons, the mission itself is fraught with peril. The logical implications are mind-boggling. If John eliminates his grandfather, he would be altering his own lineage. This could mean he would cease to exist, or even worse, he could create a timeline in which he was never born. Is known as the grandfather paradox, a conundrum that has puzzled scientists and philosophers for centuries. Then there's the moral aspect. Can John, or anyone for that matter, justify such an act? Does the end justify the means? Is it morally right to eliminate a person, even if it could potentially save countless lives in the future? These are questions that weigh heavily on John's conscience. Despite these implications, John is resolute. He understands the gravity of his mission. He knows that his actions could have dire consequences, but he's prepared to face them. A heavy heart, John steps out into the world of the past, ready to face the consequences of his actions. As Jacob moves closer to his goal, the paradox starts to unfold. The streets are unfamiliar, yet eerily similar to the ones he knows. The faces of the people he passes are unknown, yet they carry a striking resemblance to those he left behind. Mission is simple in theory, yet complex in execution. To eliminate his own grandfather, a task that threatens to unravel the fabric of his existence. Every step he takes brings him closer to his objective, and yet the implications of his actions begin to weigh heavily on him. The paradox is no longer a theoretical concept, discussed in hushed whispers and debated over in scientific circles. It's real, tangible, and he's living it. In this world, Jacob is an intruder, a specter from a future yet to come. He moves through the past like a ghost, careful not to disturb the threads of history. He is here to change the past, yet he must do so without altering the course of events too drastically. It's a delicate dance, a balancing act on the knife edge of time. The paradox of his mission is not lost on Jacob. He knows that by eliminating his grandfather, he risks erasing his own existence. But what does that mean? Will he simply vanish as if he was never born? Will he continue to exist, trapped in a time that's not his own? The questions swirl in his mind, a whirlpool of uncertainty and fear. Grapples with the enormity of his task, the crushing weight of the paradox pressing down on him. He is torn between his duty and his humanity, between the mission and the man who is his flesh and blood. Time is running out, and he knows he must make a decision. The paradox, once an abstract concept, is now the reality he faces. It's a puzzle with no clear solution, a riddle wrapped in the enigma of time. Yet Jacob knows he must confront it, for the fate of his future lies in the balance. In the face of the paradox, Jacob makes a choice that will change everything. Back in his own time, John grapples with the repercussions of his actions, navigates through the maze of his existence, now altered by his daring expedition into the past. His world has changed, irrevocably, but not in the way he had anticipated. Action, or rather, the lack of it, has left an indelible mark on his perception of time and existence. His journey, John confronted the grandfather paradox, the theoretical inconsistency that arises when a person travels back in time and prevents their own existence. Very thought of it is mind-bending. He had eliminated his grandfather. How could he have been born to travel back in time in the first place? This paradox unveils the complexity of time travel, challenging our linear understanding of time and space. Philosophically, it raises profound questions about our role in shaping our reality. We mere pawns in the game of time, or are we the players, capable of altering the course of history? It illuminates the intricate web of cause and effect, hinting at the possibility of multiple realities coexisting in a multiverse. John's journey, fraught with paradoxes and philosophical quandaries, teaches us that time isn't just a ticking clock. A vast, uncharted ocean of possibilities and paradoxes, a realm where the laws of physics intertwine with the mysteries of existence. The end. Time travel remains a paradoxical concept, a mystery that continues to baffle and fascinate us.